Is Jay Brown, and today we will be talking about things you shouldn't take into the new year. Welcome into the new year, guys. I'm so grateful for last year. Last year was a roller coaster of emotions. There are things that happened to me that I never even thought were possible. There were things that shifted my mind, shifted my faith, shook my world. There were things that I experienced visually, mentally, psychologically, and I put on my status this morning that I was weak a lot this year. I showed a lot of weakness, and that would not be me next year. That would not be me next year. So it's really kind of like a roller coaster of emotions, but I would not want this to really continue. So I'm grateful for last year. Last year has been good, or this year has been good. Sorry, I'm already in the new year. We'll talk about that very soon. This year has been good. This year has been so blessed. I've got to meet a beautiful community like you. My videos got 15,000 views. A whole lot of things happened for me that were good, and I'm grateful. So it's a very good year. It's a very, 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 very good year. A very, very good year. Again, I have my book down here, so it's just be reasonable when I look down sometimes and look back at you guys. I'm just trying to gather my thoughts. It's not like I'm not being able to behold your beauty, if you know what I mean. So now our first point here today is don't take. Firstly, you have to be grateful for the past year. You have to be grateful for the past year. There were things that happened that we never thought were possible. There were things that happened to us that we never even thought would happen. There were things that hit us. There were people that we lost. There were things that we lost. People, things, humans, friends, family, associations, jobs, belongings that we lost, that were very, very dead to us. To some of the people watching this year, some people had discovered they had a death sentence on their hands. A lot of things happened this year, but we still have to be grateful. We still have to be grateful. You have to take a grateful heart into the new year. You have to be grateful to God for the things that happened and the things that did not happen, the things that did not happen and the things that happened. You have to give God all the glory. Like, you have to just be thankful for life. You have to be thankful for breath. You have to be thankful for a lot of things. Now, last year I wouldn't have known better, but this year I think I do know better, and I know that a lot of people are going through stuff, like real life stuff, and it will just be unbelievable or unreasonable to say that people are not really going through stuff, and people are not seeing things the way, like, people are not experiencing things. But what I'm here to tell you is that it could have been worse, or it can get worse if you don't give thanks, and it may get worse if you don't give thanks. Things that happen to you can be worse. So don't feel like as though this is not, like, this is all that life can throw at you. Can it get any worse? Yes. Can it get any better? Yes. But your attitude determines your altitude, they say. But you have to really give thanks and know exactly where you are going, where you are coming from, what to do next, what you are expecting next, the kind of life you want to create for yourself. But firstly, you have to be grateful for the past. You have to be seriously grateful for the past. So the first thing that we will do this year is to be grateful. We have to thank God that, Father, I thank you that this was not my portion, this was not my portion, this was not my portion, this did not happen to me, that did not happen to me, and I'm grateful. Just being grateful to God, being grateful to life, being grateful to your loved ones for showing you so much love, for standing by your side. You should watch the last video. I taught us on how to properly, or I made a suggestion on how to properly celebrate Christmas. It's with your loved ones and not with strangers that does not even know you existed until they met you, and never will know if you will continue existing after they have met you. So don't spend your time on baseless things. Spend your time being grateful for stuff. I was having a conversation with my mom this morning, and I was telling her that there are people that save till they get something to buy, and there are some people that do not even save to get whatever it is that they have. But the thing there is that whatever it is there is that you have to really be thankful, because even if you save a lot before you will get one thing for yourself, there were some people that saved and never got to use the money for themselves because an emergency came up, something happened, and they had to give up whatever savings that they have for the sake of their loved ones or for the sake of their family. Or some people were robbed and killed and stolen from and kidnapped and so on like that. So some people are in some situations they cannot even think about saving. So whatever is happening to you or whatever you are going through can be worse, and you cannot compare your life to other people's life. That is one thing I would also say. You cannot compare your life to other people's life. If you compare your life to other people's life, then you are not wise. The happenings in your life are currently the current happenings in your life are a product of the kind of destiny that you are to fulfill. Let me repeat that for your sake. The current happenings in your life are quite proportionate to the kind of destiny you are to fulfill. So the things that are going on with you right now are because of the kind of destiny that God wants for you, the kind of people you will talk to, the kind of things you will see, the scars that you have to talk to, the people that God wants you to talk to. So don't see it as though life is throwing shades at you and you're looking at your neighbor and saying, but he's fine, he's doing well and he's doing okay. Now, the reason people smile will never be known by even they themselves, but they just know that they have to keep going, whatever it is and however it is, they just know that they have to keep going. Davido performed in the World Cup, whatever, is it World Cup or African Cup of Nations, and he acted as though nothing happened. And we all know in the world that this man lost his son some days ago, and I was talking to my elder brother and I was telling him that this way people are going through a lot, and the only thing that people care about is being entertained. Nobody cares so much about your personal feelings. They want you to get past whatever it is that you're going through and get back on stage. They want to see you. They don't care what is going on with you. I posted on my status some days ago that ripe bring eyes, then bring stones, then brings flies, then brings fire. Ripe attracts eyes, then stones, then flies, then fire. What once brought you fame can bring you shame. Be careful and know your season. So the stages of life is very ununderstandable by humans. It's magnanimous, it's flabbergasting, it's surprising, it's puzzling. So you don't even have to start thinking that, okay, this is my neighbor, this is this. There are things that my friends have done this year that I never even thought possible, that I've never even stepped into something like that. I was with my friend yesterday, and wow, he's doing well. I chat with a lot of my friends. There's a friend of mine right now. I know you will watch this podcast. He's doing very well. On YouTube. He has almost 5,000 subscribers now. If it's not up to 5,000 by the time this video will go up. But this is the point. You don't have to really sit down and sulk in your tears. It's okay to cry. You can cry. Then continue your life and focus on the future. I don't hear that the past is sure, but the future is not sure. The past is sure, but the future is not. You know that your past was bad. You know that this was what happened in your past, but you don't have to hold on to the past anymore. Live your life the way you want your life to be, not the way your life has treated you so far. There are only two scripts: the script of the devil and the script of God. So if you don't want to live the script of the devil, you do what you be conscious of your life and you continue the things that you want to do. Don't focus on your past, focus on your tomorrow, because tomorrow is surer than yesterday is shorter than tomorrow, and if you don't focus on your tomorrow will look like your yesterday, even when your today feels like tomorrow is going to be better. Buzz. So don't focus on your yesterday. So number 2 is don't hold grudges into the new year. Don't hold grudges into the new year. Don't feel like as though new year has not treated you as good as you wanted it, or is not making you happy. So don't hold grudges into the new year. There are people that have hurt you. There are people that you have hurt. There are people that have hurt themselves trying to hurt you. There are people that have done quite a number of things. So don't even hold the grudges. Free up your mind. Free up your mind. You're going to still meet people. You're going to still meet people. You're going to still see people. You're going to still help people. You're going to still be connected to people. So don't feel like this is the last of the friends that you're going to have in your life. You are young, you are old, whatever age it is that you are. I discovered that a whole lot of elderly people are watching my channel, and I don't know why. I'm not old, man. Am I? Please help me out, guys. Am I that old? But my point is, do not hold grudges against people. Don't take grudges against people. Now, don't wish for a better future. Hope for a better future. Now, let me read what I wrote here. Wish is a skinny hope that is unworked on. Hope is an anticipation of the effect of your work. Wish is a skinny hope that is not worked on. I wish that next year will be better. I wish that I had. I wish. I wrote here is you trying to change the past. Hope is you trying to build a future. Come on, man, a future. So don't try to change the past, because you can't. We are not living in the world of Barry Allen. We are not living in the world of the Flash. We are not living in the world of Smallville, whatever it is that series is called. We are living in the world that you will have to be strong, change your future, make sure that you are getting for yourself what you want for yourself tomorrow. Build the kind of life that you want for yourself. Don't sit down and suck in the fact that I did not have this, I did not have that, I was here, I was there, I was whatever it is, or wherever it is that you are. Make sure that your heart is where you are. Don't wish for a better tomorrow. Work on a better tomorrow. Work on a better tomorrow. You are sure of yesterday, you're not sure of tomorrow. All you have is today. So work today so that tomorrow will look like what you think in your mind for it to be. Have expectations for tomorrow. So don't hold grudges against anybody. Don't hold grudges against anything. Don't let go of whatever it is that they are saying to you. Let go of their hateful words, of their hateful habits, characters, let go of your ex, let go of your teacher, your lecturers, the psychological trauma and the childhood experiences that you went through, and you'll be fine. You can never be anything less than fine. You can never be anything less than fine. Trust me, when you let go of the past, it only frees you enough to hold on to the future. And whenever I talk to my friends, there is a therapy session I have with the closest friends of mine, and if you are close enough listening to me right now, you must have experienced this with me. I'll tell them to open your mouth and say exactly what you've been going through. Some of them may feel reluctant and say, no, I don't want to say it, I don't want to do it. But when they start talking, they start crying immediately, and crying is therapy. It's okay to cry, but what is not okay is for you to sulk in your tears and feel like I wish I can do better, or I wish. Forgive yourself, forgive your friends, forgive your parents, forgive your loved ones for leaving you, for changing you for another, for loving another more than you. Create your own reality. Don't take grudges into the new year. Don't take people in your heart. Don't keep malice into the new year. The year is full of so many surprises for you, and some of you, or some things that might happen next year, you might not have experienced it before, but definitely you would have enough stamina to come in facing the future ahead, not just looking at it like, oh, I faced this kind of thing last year. You'll be able to give people new chances in your life. You'll be able to see that, okay, no, this person deserves the chance in my life. This person deserves a. Whenever you don't let the last people in your life go, you cannot allow the next people in your life come. So let go. Now, is either you prove many right or you prove many wrong. Is either you prove many right or prove many. There are some people that have it in their mind that you cannot fulfill destiny no matter how hard you try, and there are some people that have it in their mind that you cannot do less than whatever it is they have planned in their head for you. I was talking to Banji some days ago, Magic Fingers. Shout out to Magic Fingers, Banji. He was telling me that God gave you two hands, one to build and one to fight. And I think that analogy is in Zechariah, where they said they were building with one hand and with the other they held the sword. So don't sit down as though you are the only one life is treating bad. No, you are not the only one life is treating bad. You are not the only one, and you will not be the only one that life will continue treating bad until you start taking your life by yourself. So please just forgive them. Number 3, let go. Release them from your heart. Open your heart and just let every single thing go. Let every single person go. Let every single grudge, every single space in your heart that is stuffed up with regrets, go to a place, go to a solitary place, cry, make sure that you open up your heart and you sob and release all the emotions. I think one of the practices of the monks, whenever it is that they are recruited first, is like, you know that a whole lot of them have cluttered up emotions in their hearts. A lot of youths nowadays behave like they are fine, and I posted something on my status some days ago. Make sure that your past or your present photos that you are taking are not always lies. Don't use filters for all of your photos. Don't use filters, because in the future, when you are trying to look at the mercies of God and how far you've come, your past pictures will lie to you the same way you lie to it, and you will never have a past. Some people never have a past, not because they were not going through stuff, but they never documented the reality in their pain. They were always showing the world that they are always good, they are always fine, even though your snaps post how you normally feel in your snap. I think my sister posted something on Facebook some years ago where she wanted to commit suicide. I had a vision about that then, and I prayed for her. Thank God she never did. And she wrote it and she ranted on Facebook and ranted. And 2 years later, she was looking at it and she was saying, God, what a beautiful life, or look at how far I have come. Only the thing that I wanted to commit suicide at that. If she always had pictures that were showing her beauty and her shapes and her figures to the world, and she was not even conscious about whatever it is, she would not even have that place to. She would not have that place to be able to look back and see the goodness of God and really be grateful about life. So never lie to yourself. Let go of people, let go of things. Don't act as though everything is fine. If you want to cry, move on. Now, this is one thing my mom always say. You never know the people you know now until you met them, and you'll never know the people you meet until you meet them. You never know the people you know now until you met them, and you will never know the people you will meet until you meet them. You never know the people you have until you meet them. So never feel in your heart like, oh, the people in your life currently are the best for you. Like, you can never find people like that when they are started. Some people have let you go even before you let them go. I think I'm disconnecting from a friend of mine. I'm trying so hard to disconnect from that friend of mine. I believe that this person has let me go a long time ago, and I've still been holding on to this person, and I think now I'm just emotionally exhausted. I'm like, okay, I'm done with this person. I can't take this anymore. I'm valued than this. I was telling somebody on my on my WhatsApp yesterday. I was chatting somebody up, and I was telling her that you can only maintain the right people in your life with the right attitude. Don't think that people will stay when they know exactly what they are worth. Don't ever think that people will stay when they know exactly what they are worth. Some people know that, okay, I'm worth more than this, God has helped me more than this. You don't treat me like trash, man. You don't do that. So when people know their worth, they will not stay with you. They will not stay with you. Never hold on to the past if the past is trying to let go, and never let go of the future if you have not seen it. Never hold on. Don't even think that, okay, I'm giving up, this thing is too bad, this thing is... That's the last thing I will do. There are so many people that believe in me so much than for me to give up. I can't just give up like that. I can't just stay in my shell and say, okay, I'm not going to do this anymore. I'm not going to try hard. I'm going to disappoint a lot of people. Do you have people that you are going to disappoint rather than God? Are there physical people that will hold you against your will and say, okay, now you are messing up, I believe in you are worth more than this? Are there physical people? I have to answer to Banji if I fail. Banji believes so much in me. I have to answer to that guy if I fail, and God forbid I fail. I have to answer to Joe. I have to answer to Favorite. I have to answer to a whole lot of people. I have to answer to Tobino. I have to answer to quite a number of people. If anything happens to my faith, or happens to the anointing, or happens to the presence of God upon my life, I have to answer to many people. If something happens to me, not even if I fail. So what is there is that I know that I'm a valuable person. I know that this is the future, and I'm holding on to the future. I'm reaching out for the future. I'm not holding on to the past. You can never get what is for you if you never left what is with you. You can never get what is for you if you never left what is with you, or what you have, or what you had. So please let go. So now, these are the things that I think your new year would need properly. You will need to have to bring a better year into your life, or to have a better year in the year 2023. Wow, that's a whole lot. 2023 is going to be a very good year for me. I know that on my channel I'll get monetized next year in the name of Jesus, by the grace of God. Now, this is the promise I'm making to the full public. If I get monetized next year, I believe the Lord that I'll be monetized next year. I will try my best, put the things in order, make sacrifices, and I'll get monetized next year. My first paycheck from YouTube, as long as God helps me to get monetized next year, I'll take it. I'll make a video where I go to motherless babies' room, and I'll bless them with every single penny of it. So help me God. Every single penny of it. Every single penny of it. So that is what I want to do. So now, a lot of people wait for the new year. A lot of people wait for the new year to start making changes. Next year goals, next year aspiration, next year's achievement, next year's whatever it is that you want to do next year. New year, new me, you hear people say, but a lot of people do not live up to the expectations when they get a new year, or when they feel like this is the new year, because a lot of people have it in mind. But this is the mistake they do. They wait for the season before they transit, and you have to transit before the season, or before the moment. Don't wait for the moment before you transit. A wife does not become a wife when she is married. She becomes a wife before she is married. If you do not get that, I don't know what you will ever get again. Just to be serious. Now, a wife becomes a wife even before she's wifed. Bars, come on, man. A wife becomes a wife even before she is wifed. So you cannot wait for a new year to become a new you. Start from now. Don't wait for the new year. Start right now. Never wait for the new year to start. Never wait for New Year to start. I'm listening to a lot of motivational speakers, and this is one thing that all of them do wrong. And they place futuristic tenses on their goals. I never give people chances to intrude my goal setting or my goal achievements or my aim for new things. I never tell somebody I will. I tell somebody I am, and I am, and I am continuing. Always place present continuous tense on your goals, and then one day it will become past tense. I will start my YouTube channel next year. I will start my podcast next year. No, start it right now. Take your phone, create a YouTube channel, post something. You've been goofy, post something. You've been naughty, post something. You say random things, post something. Take up your phone, make a podcast and upload. So when you're talking to someone next, you'd say, I started a podcast, and person would be like, wow, when did you start? What equipment do you use? I'm saying, okay, I've not gotten everything that I need yet, but I started the podcast and I'm continuing this podcast, and I know that definitely this will be the best thing for me to do next year. So I've started now and I'm continuing next. Does that not sound better? Don't put futuristic tenses on your goals. Start right now, and the continuing will never be a thing for you. Never. It will never be a thing for you. Don't wait for the moment before you transit. Transit before the moment. Come on, transit before the moment. So this is exactly what would help you in the new year. You want to start going to the gym next year? Start right now. You want to start seeing new friends? Start right now. You want to start having new people around you? Start right now. You want to change your church? Start right now. Stop whatever you are doing and start. The 2 seconds rule. Count up to 1, 2, then boom, you start. The second thing is you change your associations for the ones that have bad associations, and you get better friends. Come on, you get better friends. For people that have, your friends are the reflection of your mindset, or the reflection of the kind of person you truly are. And if you check your contact list and you really do not have people that can help you out financially, emotionally, socially, intellectually, and you cannot reach out to these kind of people for specific kind of reasons, because there are specific friends for specific reasons. You don't have a spiritual friend and share all your emotional stuff with that spiritual friend. That spiritual friend will make it look emotional. Some people do not understand. So sometimes we have friends for emotional reasons, we have friends for financial reasons, we have friends for whatever reason that it is. Now, make sure that the clique of friends that you have, you are not always giving to them, or they are not always giving to you. Always find a way to balance. I think my boss taught me something some weeks ago. My boss, shout out to my boss. Shout out to him. I was at his office, and then someone came to see him, and we both sat down, and the person said, okay, you want to eat shawarma? Okay, it's just like the American kind of pizza or something, or hot dog, kind of like that or something. Then he said, okay, you want to eat shawarma? I said, yes, I would eat. Then he got us 2 large shawarmas, and that's 1,000 naira. I think $1 and something cents. So he got us the stuff, and we started eating, and we went upstairs, we ate, and he said he wanted to get drink, but he cannot go downstairs yet. And I went downstairs to just play with my boss and have some discussions with him. And then my boss said, okay, does he have a drink? Because I took my boss's drink. Then my boss asked, does he have a drink? I said no, that he would get the drink himself, that he wanted to get a drink for himself anyways. And my boss said, no, don't allow him to get a drink. Get him one. And I understood the assignment instantly. This is what my boss was trying to say, that this man knew that I was working, and he knew that I could afford whatever it is that he bought for me. But that is just the kind of person that he is. He appreciates me, he wants me to have this, he wants me to have that, and then boom, he got it for me. But then would I always be on the receptive side, or I would just continue eating whatever it is he gives to me, or I would find a way to pay back his favor? Never. Make sure that you are never always on the receiving end, or you are never always on the giving end. make sure that you always give out to your friends. Make sure that you always give out to your friends. Make sure that it's balanced. There is no over receiving or over giving, especially when it is receiving. Receiving can take away your self-esteem, can take away your authority, even among your friends. So your friends are a reflection of who you are. So don't feel like as though if your friends are stupid and gullible and you are the smartest in your friends. Never be the smartest in your friends, in your clique. Never be the smartest. Number 3, I know we all have spiritual goals, financial goals, personal goals, and whatever it is. Let me just say this for spiritual goals. For spiritual goals, please change your church. For the people that are trying to grow, for the people that are trying to get God to notice or get to know God more. Now, go to a smaller church that they can help you. My point of saying that, or my reason for saying that, is that in that church they'll be able to monitor your growth, they'll be able to assign somebody, you'll be able to join a workforce, your impact will be felt, you would have closer access to the man of God, and a whole lot of perks that come with small churches. But in big churches, they have lots of organizations and lots of things that they need to put in place, so they may lose you in that setting, or you may lose them in that kind of setting. So don't attend a church because of its name or because of its identification or its status in society or in the world at large. Some people go to the Redeemed Christian Church of God because it is the Redeemed Christian Church of God, not because they are getting any spiritual value from the kind of parish that they are, or they are contributing positively to the church, or the church is even contributing positively to them. You have financial goals, start a business, get something doing, do something. And I know that next year, that will be the best year ever, or best year yet for you. So this is whatever it is that you have to do in the new year. This is just a sneak peek, or just a little out of a lot or much that I have to say. Please make sure to like, subscribe, share, and follow. We are trying to create a podcast channel or a podcast link, and if it is created before this video comes off, I'll put it in the description box below, so you can listen to the audio if you are not interested in listening to the video, whatever it is, or you can share to a friend of yours to listen. Please make sure that you follow, share with your friends. Next year we'll be seeing you, we'll be doing more of this. I promise you more content, more quality, and better chances next year. We'll be going global. Thank you so much for having me. Thank you so much for listening to this point. If you have listened to this point, as I always say, you are a real G. Thank you so much. God bless you. I'll see you next week. It's JhaySpeaks. Peace.